Here we go. Key. I can't reach it. It's right there. I actually don't know where I am in the physical space because I'm looking forward. It's always funny about these old games. Transcript 1738. 1738. Sorry. No. You can create dimensional portals while being inside of such a portal. Yes, I can. And when you do, what happens then? You change direction. Direction of what? Of everything. I didn't see you there because a little notification about how I should subscribe to Discord was in the way. How you been? I'm no longer as sick. I'm healthy enough to play. So you might get a sniffle or a cough here and there. I hope it's not hard on anyone's misphonia or anything. Ooh, you make a lot of puppets. I wish I were a puppet. At least you have a constructive hobby. Like, I admire that. I feel like this hobby is the most constructive hobby I have, besides occasionally running a D&D game or something like that. There we go. Improvised crowbar, I see. Oh, that'll work. There we go. I've done it. That seems like a difficult thing to climb. Murtaugh is coming back. We should go. We should go now. Stone spear. Whoa. I love how much this game is just making little contraptions go. Okay. Ooh. Oh. I opened a portal within a portal. I clearly remember the day it all ended. It was not long after computer processing power exceeded that of the human brain. Many thought that this was a turning point, but not so. The moment came a bit later. I remember because I was there. When we asked the biggest question, the one we've been struggling for millennia. Why are we here? But this time the question wasn't directed at us. We asked the computer, and that was the turning point in the history of humanity. The exact moment. Once we acknowledged that we are not the most evolved structure of our planet, once we passed the torch, our purpose diminished. Did we expect the computer to fry under the heaviest of questions? Of course. So you can imagine to our surprise, when this happened, the computer answered the question. Small chest opener. So the computer answered, why are we here? Which it seems like they were actually trying to destroy the computer because, you know, they thought it would fry under the question. And like, why ask it a question you thought it would destroy it unless you wanted it to be destroyed? Oh, cool. This item's name is something in binary. Oh, shit. Okay. I thought that would take me back to the default reality. Ah, there's something else to... Small chest opener. One and two. Oh boy, we're already getting to the point where I gotta write stuff. Oh, I guess I have it. I keep thinking I have to write stuff down, but I guess they like moved away from that as the series went on. They like knew we were writing. There we go. So this is 1 and this is 2. This reminds me of that one level where we went to the basement and then operated from there, or the area with the binary system of knowing places is. So it seems like I have to fix this as a teleporter, but it's broken, and so I've lost access to the very first status current layer. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, I've been there. And that's where we are now. Okay. Wait. I'm not sure I understand. 3, but it looks like 2. And then the equal sign looks like 4? Alright. That didn't seem to do anything. Unless... Okay, so it's from the last room you left. I thought that maybe like that designated where that teleporter went, but it's whichever room you leave. I hate when they put me in a couple of really compact spaces. And they're like, yeah, you've got everything you need. And I'm like, I do? And they're like, oh yeah, if you were smart enough. And I'm like, I'm not today. And I can only do 2 locations on this because it's broken. Tell me when you get back, you're gonna have to tell me how to beat the whole game. I can't do it. It's too hard. I have a feeling I'm gonna beat the game and I'm still not gonna go into the full lore because there's all sorts of secret levels and stuff I haven't been doing. So I might have to go back and do those. Honestly, I'm not starting this level over because I feel like I must have lost or something. Because I can't go back from whence I came here. Oh! I am back. Oh! That's the submarine. So where I'm standing, okay, I was using the teleporter in the same physical location, assuming that it had the same physical laws. But it doesn't, which means if I use it here, then I'm somewhere else. Okay. Alright, another one of the stone spheres. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're learning. But now we've got a new location. Well, that's good. I found the side thing that I never... Oh, okay. So this thing... That must mean... Wait, wrong reality. Although, that. So... Yes. Okay. I'm figuring it out. Where are you? I'm standing right next to you. Can't you see me? No. Let's compare our geotags once more. Something's off. We are at the same location, but where are you? So this is implying that the entire time we've been getting these letters, we're not coming across old letters. We can't see that they're people because we're sharing fourth dimensional spaces. So this has not been us stumbling across ancient letters. We've been literally in the same room with these people. They've mentioned that earlier in the game, but they were a little less clear about it. Beamer arm. Yeah, this structure mirrors the structure in the other world. Remember, this is where we would have gotten the the keys with the improvised crowbar. And that means that there's got to be an equivalent in the other world. Probably something has even happened in that reality. Let's check it out. Because this is the beamer. And here it's this. Which also means if we come across an obstruction, we should consider teleporting between worlds. Alright. Not working. Incomplete. Perhaps that's wrong. Ah, this is the pillar puzzle. Alright. So 1 is that. I'm going to assume they mean from top to bottom. So 1 is this. 2 is this. And 3 is that. And 4 is that. There we go. Yep, we've unlocked another reality. So they call this the brass reality. Yeah. And these appear to be infra switches that seem to work consistently between realities. Ah, now we can get that drawer. So this is like a sewer kind of reality. Let's head back to reality 2. Yeah, that's perfect. Small mirror. Not sure what that before. Beamer arm. Was one of the beamers broken? Ah, and here we go. Now we can see the different reality. Yeah, because this tells me where I am geographically in every reality. That's what this is for. It tells you where you are geographically right now. But you can only look at it at one spot. So if you had a portable version of this, it'd be much more useful. Okay. So we get a mirror, and we've also got a beamer arm now. I haven't even spotted a beamer or something where a mirror would be useful in this reality, so let's head back to the first and just be systematic about it. So I need to be above here. So if I head back up, do this. What about here? What about back in the sewers? Here we go. Oh, okay, so the central point needs to be away from south, and the other ones need to be pointed west. But why the boundaries? Why this particular shape? The idea is to give you a glimpse of the plan. Just a glimpse. Seeing it all in its glory would blind your mind. Interesting. Another one of those. It's draining somewhere else. And a cord. Hello. Let's see if that one spawns or whatever. I guess we should know that because it's west. So yeah, it should be the opposite way. Is the thing, yeah. So I am chilly. All right, let's see. Oh, whoa. What can I put in here? This game is just putting stuff in stuff. Thank God our dude's just ready to be in these spaces. But honestly, I'm starting to wonder if our POV is somehow part of the lore, because our POV rarely makes sense, right? And I know it's a puzzle game and like we're not supposed to be like another fucking one. What is that in the equivalent reality? Nothing. And they don't seem to like mess with each other. Very odd. I just don't know why these are here. Could I use the mirror as... Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna push them all the way in, see if something happens. Pyramid cell. Alright. Yeah, I'm in the basement of this room that apparently has been completely walled off. I think from here we need to be using this one. This one's gonna be the one we're gonna find shit in. There we go. Yeah, because that's the newly allocated area. Yeah, because there was no ladder. Okay. Do we have like a destructive object we could use on that? So now I need to go back to reality 3 and then insert the thing. There we go. Just give me a whole new world. Just gonna push them all in because I don't know what else to do. They should all be consistent more than likely. Let's say they're half of the beamer. So these were all like the same reality the whole time. These different stylizations. We just thought they were different because we were experiencing them non-simultaneously. I need something to destroy stuff. Is this the micro-stabilizer puzzle? Yep. There's always one, and then it's not necessary for beating it, but it does something, and I've never gotten one. This is just a toy, just a toy. It's not a toy, it's a knot. You have to untie it unless you're Alexander. The Gordian knot. A Gordian knot is a knot with no beginning and no end. It's meant to test intelligence, but when Alexander the Great was brought to one, because the entire point of a Gordian knot is that it's an unsolvable problem, he simply cut it in half, which people will argue whether or not he solved the problem, or if he simply destroyed something creative, like destroyed something. And then there's another argument as to whether or not those are different. My extremely unintelligent opinion is that it depends on the knot. I never knew a beam of light could bend like that. Alright, so... Oh, it's so cool that these let you know exactly where you are. So these plants exist in all realities simultaneously. So that you know it's a benchmark as to where you are. Because they don't, well, they probably do grow in here. They're just inside this object, so I can't see them. I guess if I recognize one location, I should just assume that that location is consistent across all realities. Which means this would be the dial, the spinning dial, in reality 2. Yeah, okay. I'm getting kind of good at this. Yeah, because this is where I spawned in, right? Okay, so now we can, now what we should do is we should get into areas that were more difficult to get into, and then move from there, right? Because we haven't, the newest reality is the least explored, so we should explore from there. Right, okay, so let's try, ooh, let's go back to reality 1, and then move just over here, and then go back to reality 4. Yeah, there we go. Reflector incomplete. There we go. There we go. Another beam of light activated. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, the lighthouse world. Which I think is our reality. That's where we started from. Hi. You've missed me. So all of the worlds that we've been exploring the whole game have all been the same reality, seen from different perspectives the whole time. That's what you missed. Also, it got really cold in my house, so I got a little blanket. Yeah, now we're in, I guess this appears to be the mainline reality that we started the game in, like the basement reality. Do you see it now? Yes. How is it even possible? They're interacting perfectly. Who needs God when you have architects like that, right? Interestingly. Oh, I get it. That door, that's not going to be workable because of we have 3 parts of a beamer now. It's not going to be workable because this is for safety concerns, but I'm not from this world, so the safety concerns mean nothing to me. Ah, okay, that's what I'm supposed to be doing with these. That helps. Alright, so in reality 1, that needs to be as low as possible. That's good. Alright, where the hell is this way? And now it works. Yep, okay. Yeah, yeah, they've all been the same place. It's just that your perception's changing. So that needs to be pointed towards north, which is this way. Okay. And they need to be facing, I guess, the opposite way, to east? I thought they would have been facing west. They should be in opposite orientation, right? Since this is north, this is pointing toward north. And then these would be pointed toward west, and that's west, so that's correct. Oh, let's check other realities, duh. Which this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be reality 5. That needs to be at halfway up. I think it's either halfway or fully out, but I'm gonna assume halfway. 3 should be halfway out. That's layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5. That's why they refer to the different realities as layers, because they're not different places. Oh, we need a power source. Oh! There we go. Ah, but there's no power source. Alright, well, let's focus on the rod puzzle, because we know that that's doable. So let's try those at... We know 6 and 7. Wait, I don't have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6. Ah. So 2's complete. Okay. Whatever that means. Right. Oh, cool. We got it. Catalyst stone. So the rod's not here, which means we need to go to that basement. Get it, probably. Nope, not quite low enough. There we go. Back to 2. Is the rod here? Yes. So none of them were working initially, which means they full can't be correct. So 2. Now I have to find the appropriate other switch for that. There we go. All right. Now this reality also has a rod that needs to be adjusted. No, that's not sewers. I want sewers. Sewers! There we go. Where's your rod, sewers? There it is. Okay, so that also needs to be at middle mast. Alright, so 3. So now somewhere in a different reality, a lever is pressable now. Alright, I guess since we've got it correct, we might just stumble across it. So let's check out reality 4. Wait, if this is reality 3, though, so this should be reality 3. But we already got that one at half mass. So reality 3, reality 4. So that one's reality. Sewers is reality 4, so now we need reality 5. Ah, there we go. It's completing this. I don't think we need this up because we only needed it so that we could get more information. There we go. Oh, okay. Alright. Not even sure what I've done there. Also, did we find the plants in the military reality? There we go, that's new. Ah, there's the rod for the military reality in the sewers. Alright, military reality is which one? 6 should be. 7 needs to be pressed all the way down. Okay. Yeah. 6, and we don't have an access to the 8th reality. That thing's broken. Does a car battery go here? It doesn't feel like it. Ooh, but the car battery does go somewhere in the military reality. We've got a new reality. Heck yeah, okay. This one's gonna be difficult to navigate. A woman came to our village. No one exactly is sure how she entered. Since the gate was closed at the time, she went straight to the term not translatable. And 1 minute later, a beam of bright light shot straight up into the sky. When she disappeared, we knew that they were blessed with the presence of the goddess. That was 742 years ago. We worship her to this day. So Elizabeth showed up to this reality just to complete her machine and literally was just on the way through, and it changed the way their entire society structured. There we go. Nothing can go there. Which she probably couldn't even see them. Okay, we're in the last, we're in 7th reality, which that needs to be at the lowest possible version. There we go. Wait, but I don't have the button. It doesn't matter. That goes to the 8th reality, but I can't get to the 8th reality because the machine itself that transports me is broken. But I can look at the 8th reality now from the others. So if I go back to reality 2, there's the machine that lets you look into other realities, and that might be, looking might be enough. Valve. So let's see what's inside the 8th reality. Bones and a ladder. Doesn't really help me, but it's good to know I can look. What do we got? A stone button. That could go into reality, the Egyptian reality, which was 5. Ah, the gate's open, I guess. What's funny is I still don't have just something to break shit with. I'm glad I pushed a button, I just wish I knew what it was. Did I beat it? Sometimes I beat these, and I feel like I didn't do it good enough, you know? Yep, I did it. Yeah, it's been the same gate in every reality.